Sup everyone, it's Nobber here, stepping in for my dear teammate Heck to provide some English, sultry English commentary for 3 Wars, which is a really cool idea and something I'm quite honoured to do. I haven't watched the video prior, so I don't really know what I'm doing. All I know is we start off Season 53, War 3 against XK9 here. Can't even tell you what node this is. This is Bishop against Nick. I really have no idea what I'm getting into here. It looks like a Path 5 knockdown node, whatever number that may be, I can't remember. Probably the unstoppable heavy one, which is where Nick usually is. Anyway, Bishop doing his thing. Presumably we're using Bishop here to get a ramp up for what I would suspect be a Bullseye later. I guess we'll find out. It's all going very well. Okay, this isn't the unstoppable heavy node, but I still think it's probably node 5, the first one, which doesn't have unstoppable on heavy. Anyway, we're going to finish Nick off here with a big special 3, finish on 3 bars, and see what happens next. There we go, that was node 5, and now I think we've possibly moved to node, I'll be honest, I can't even tell you. This might be path 1, which is where Kindred often is, because he's heal block immune, and he gets the regen. Anyway, we're using a big fat Titania here. Misusing this woman. I'm not going to get to use her next season, because she'll be permabanned in decay, but it is what it is. The play for killing Kindred is obviously bait his special, make sure to punish his specials. Don't get hit by them. Yeah, this is the regen node on the first part of Path 1 Section 2. It looks like. Just need to keep hitting the fucker. Anyway, I don't know if I'm allowed to swear. I'm sorry, Heck, if so. You can edit that out or put a big bleep over it or something. Anyway, keep a special handy for when you get to the root and finish him off, and he's dead. Moving on to the final part of Section 1 here. Section 2, Path 1. We've got Onslaught, which, yeah, it looks like we're going to go with Titania again. She is buff immune, therefore immune to the buffet aspect of this node. I presume we'll try and use a couple of heavies here to stagger him so that his regen thing doesn't kick in too much after this thing anyway. But again, after a big special 3 into Haymaker, we'll be reversing his regen anyway, and hopefully that should do the job. Tits with Suicides on is always nice. She hits hard. I really want to rank 3 mine, but again, I'm not going to get to use her this season, so just going to have to wait. My other options are, that I'm hoping for anyway, a pig or silk, but I find silk so boring, but it is what it is. Right, that's it. Heavy during Haymaker into special 3. Going to get double the debuffs. He's going to be cowering in the corner like a wuss. And we are just going to smack him down. Bish bash and a mild degree of bosh. Now we move on to, I don't know what. I wish you'd do the lead up here. This looks like node 49, I presume. Yep, we've got Bishop here, 3 bars of power. Parry will have been turned off. Personally, I like to approach this fight with 1 bar of power. As an awakened Bishop, it therefore becomes stun immune, and you don't have to remove any of parts of the mastery tree. But anyway, we're going to parry Bishop here, build up loads of prowess. We're going to have big mystic mutant power backs on, big special 3. We've got suicides, and not quite a one shot, but we're going to get enough power back to probably do another special 3. Not to be thrown before we build up again another load of prowess. Don't really care about brute force degen here because we're not going to be waiting long enough for that to kill us. This special 3 should kill, and we can move on to, there we go. I don't think Heck took the boss here. I don't know if Heck's BG3 or 2, doesn't really matter. Anyway, we move on to War 4, which is the war that didn't count against Next. Again, we're starting off with Bishop here on, I think that was Path 6, I might be wrong. Same approach, assuming we're going to be going for Bullseye. I suspect this is going to be my job this next season as well, because my bishop has been taken off of defence, so that's fun. I guess I can treat this as homework. Yeah. This war didn't count because Cabana's stupid. I had a fun war myself during this time. I used Shuri a lot, which was nice. I only had the 4 fights, didn't die. But yeah, we played this war. We decided not to tank it. We played it with the hope of hoping to match NEFTI, which we did. More about that later. Yeah. So we watched similar to this fight last war. So in the meantime, I'll tell you a dad joke, which is what Heck said I was allowed to do. This one's a bit more for the maybe slightly more cultured audience. How do you turn a duck into a soul singer? You put it in the microwave until it's Bill Withers. Ha ha! Anyway, Nick is down. We finished Bishop on 2 bars of power, which is nice. And then we're going to switch up masteries to something I'm not even really noticing much. Old Sui was that? Yeah, suicides for Omega Sentinel. We're going to take on Havok here. And each time we hit him, we'll remove prowess due to the node, not due to any kit or anything like that. The node, if you remove prowess through other means on this node, you get punished. I can't remember how, but just hitting normally here is harmless. Aim of the game will be to bait special 2s here. Special 1s are safe enough, but special 2s are easier to deal with. Maintain hill block and fire a big special 2. I think special 2 is fine as long as you don't burn all your armors prior. Otherwise go for a big special 3 with power backs, which looks like it's going to be the play here. We're going to let Havok dump his power after this, I believe, and then we can let rip. Oh, there's a policeman siren going outside my window somewhere. Hopefully you can't hear that. Maybe I'll turn the volume down on my tablet, which I'm watching on as well, so that you can hear me in all my glory without any tip-tappy sounds in the background. Omega Sentinel gets Havok down, and we move on to section. Is Heck going to cut us out, or is he going to carry on the move here? Oh, there we go. Yep, we can move to path 1, section 2, like we did last time. This time we've got Toad here, which is going to be easy claps for Omega Sentinel. The fact she's poison resistant rather than poison immune is better for this fight, because you don't end up giving him lots of prowess and get auto stunned. Gives you a chance to shrug them off. You can just do this a bit more carefully. Again, maintain hill block. He does get a bit cheeky with his regen, so this is just a very simple, essentially nodeless fight as far as this matchup is concerned. Doesn't matter what special you push Toad to, as long as it's not special 3, but there is a dangerous special 2 because that tongue initially does have such long reach, unlike mine, that you can get clipped, and if it does hit you, it hurts very muchly. Anyway, Heck didn't because he's better than me, and we are going to squash the Toad here. She's got a very cool special 3 animation, doesn't she? Yeah. A little bit sad about commentating these 3 videos because I don't think that they are going to include any Cassie fights, which is what I like to play and talk about. But this is probably better anyway. Much more dynamic stuff. Okay, Omega Sentinel against Iron Man Infinity War. Didn't see that one coming. I can only imagine when this fight got seen, there was a big groan. But I guess it makes sense. Again, we're going to be able to just hill block, so to pause, obviously, completely block the regen probably. And when he gets to his final annoying phase, we obviously like to normally deal with Iron Man with a Cosmic. Personally, I like rocks. But again, if we've got the hill block on, he's not going to gain his stupid power gain either. So it makes good sense. Just a bit of an annoying fight because I find him irritating. but then I am a scrub. So yeah, anyway, this fight is going swimmingly, and we are way past halfway now as well. Very simple, just reparries. I suck at repairing, so I would have to just bait heavy and punish that instead. Get the mediums, keep heal block on, and slowly fry this guy down. When we get to the 15% or whatever, I presume we're going to do a special 3, because he'll still be able to water block, which is annoying. Yeah. If I got assigned this, obviously it would be fine, but I would have probably groaned and thought, ugh. But there we go. Hopefully this special 3 does enough to finish the job. We'll find out in a second. Not quite, but that's okay. The plasma and whatever finishes the job for him. And we can move on to the first boss island. Who are we going to go? Man thing. There we go, the swamp chap. Again, presumably with Omega Sentinel. I think, did we just put a bit of wax on there? We probably did, because he goes debuff immune after knockdown. This probably won't be the quickest fight ever, but that's okay. Make sure we've got Omega Sentinel primed. A couple of seasons ago I accidentally went into the fight, not this one specifically, with the wrong champ. Hadn't even noticed it had selected, due to my prior champ having taken some damage and I hadn't healed them up yet. So that's fun. Anyway, less about me, more about Heck, who's killing it. Yeah, so it looks like we've had to obviously apply the heal block, but throwing a heavy applies a different debuff. So we are going to have to rely on keep maintaining debuffs to get heal block on that way, as per tactic. And yeah, the Omega Sentinel's kit heal block will have shrugged off anyway after knockdown, so I suppose that's irrelevant. Yeah, the more I think about it, the less fun this sounds actually, but rather him than me. Also, when due to the way the tactic is coded, even though he's debuff immune, attempting to parry during that moment also counts towards the tactic heal block, which is nice, makes life a little bit easier. Otherwise this would have been a real pain in the arse fight. Again, it's not the quickest. Omega Sentinel has huge base damage, as I finally learnt, or reminded myself of at least in the final war of this season. Heck's clearly a lot more well versed, and his is bigger than mine. Size doesn't matter though. Yeah, we're doing well. It's just not the quickest Omega Sentinel fight that there is, but that's more than okay. Selling for time, so that's what I would call this. I'm kidding. Yeah, we won against XK9. They stopped trying. We beat Next, even though we both played the war. It was just a bit more chilled. We didn't use major boosts either, which is also probably why we're still hitting hard, but not as hard as we probably could here. At least I wasn't using major boosts. I was told I didn't need to and shouldn't. I wanted to save them for the following war we've got coming up, which I also have the honour of. Yeah. Is this the final fight now? Nope. Oh look, we've got Bullseye though, I assume. This time it's not on node 49, makes a nice change. I remember taking this fight with Bishop again a few seasons ago during, I can't even remember what Magic Thief it might have been. Yeah, that's the one. A bit more of an annoying fight here because it's Power Focus 2 and we'll get rooted. We're also going to gain power, so it's not like we get a guaranteed special 2. So slow this down a little bit, lots more parries, hit occasionally to cancel out the root, fire a special 2 with not as many prowesses as you'd like, but he's got a smaller health pool anyway, and that does the job to nuke him very quickly. I compare this to when I did it, because I didn't used to use him with suicides, so that's automatically much bigger. I'll be probably using suicides next time anyway. So it's nice to see. That's quicker than I imagined, which is why I get told a lot. Anyway, moving on to Wiccan with non-tactic Photon, but we all know by now she's awesome for this anyway, because she has Petrify in her kit, and she prevents most regen stuff. She's also, when duped, neutralise immune, so she can safely parry Wiccan as well, which is nice. Yeah, and again, she's just a monster with suicides. That's a big rank 3 that I'm very, very jealous of. No longer selling for time here. Oh, we've started a new war. Yeah, now we're in War 5 against NEFTI, which was essentially the War Champ decider. We've once again got Bishop against Nick here. I can't think of another appropriate dad joke, so I'm just going to carry on waffling, as I think I've been doing alright so far. Hopefully I'm making you proud, heck. I want to do this myself actually. My next batch of videos, I'm going to see if anyone wants to kindly talk over my mess and see what they make of it. It must be fun. Yeah, it's nice to sort of have this aspect of making videos and stuff. Yeah, it's good fun. Gets everyone involved together, team building and all that bollocks. Anyway, let's watch Nick get killed. I guess we've got, due to the way Bishop converts his power and holds onto it and stuff, you won't get the full power back to a special 2, so we only maintain 1 extra bar, but that's fine. Looks like we're going to go to finish on 2 bars here, the way that things are going. Finish on a big special 2, don't even need to do that, just finish on 2 bars, simple as, Nick dead, and yeah. This was obviously very squeaky bum time, giant boosts war. As I said, this was for War Champ. Unfortunately, I'm going to put in a spoiler that we didn't win this. We did have it in control, we did really well. Unfortunately, a couple of guys let it slip. It's fine, it happens, but we were all a bit sad. And, whoops. We'll just pretend that didn't happen. It's the first mistake I've seen Heck make, so you know that's nice. He's already, as I said, he's better than me. So I find it quite easy to, unless I'm using Tiger or something, I do find it quite easy to miss time punishing Kindred Special 1 myself. But that's okay. Yeah, we had a couple of guys slip this war, which was a shame. We ended up ultimately seeing the season as a failure. Just in case, I don't want to put in further spoilers of how we finished the season, even though most people know. Yeah, so this is Path 7. I've just realised what it is now. It's the first fight of Section 2, Path 7. The knockdown node. He gets protection there. Not even sure what we're coming to after this, but anyway, it's always nice to see Kindred get a good slap in. Oh, whoops, he's still alive. Now he's not. And we move on to Zemo, a classic Path 7 fight here. The aim of the game will be to kill him, which is obvious, really. Look at me starting to struggle now. No, it'll be fine. I think I've done this again also myself with Zemo, with Bishop rather. You just have to make sure the special kills and doesn't leave a load of debuffs, otherwise you can get yourself in trouble. Although debuffs from a special don't count towards his cleanse, to be honest. I imagine that we will have Resonate off here, but he's cleansing the wow. I have no further words. That was nice. I've really been missing out clearly myself when using Bishop without suicides. Now we come to Bullseye. I didn't even notice what node this was, to be honest with you. But it's Bullseye somewhere. I don't know what path we're on. I think I saw some protection of something. I've genuinely got no idea. Yeah, that was a lot of health lost. God, I really hate fighting Bullseye. It's just watching this more is occurring to me that it's probably going to be me next season as well. I'm just going to have to embrace it at this point. Anyway, Bullseye is sleeping on the floor. Oh, the dog's barking and everything. Anyway, that's me done. Over to somebody else. Hope you enjoyed. Bye!
Alright, fingers crossed that this works. This is Hex Season 53 video, and this is Lizer, and I'm going to be commentating on 2 wars, starting with New Nation. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start watching it now, and just seeing the opening screen of this fight, I already know which fight this is, so let's watch it. So, I assigned Heck Human Torch here to use against this Wiccan, and you know, honestly it was a bit of a blunder on my part, because when I assigned it I didn't give him guidance, and I also forgot that Wiccan heals on his special one. So it's really hard to build up smolders here. One thing that Heck could have done differently maybe is push him to special 2 instead, but then that kind of has its own risks associated with it. But yeah, Wiccan is just going to continue to heal back all of the energy damage that's dealt to him, and unfortunately for Heck here, that's all of Human Torch's damage. So yeah, he you know, I would say that he played this pretty well. All things considered, I always look at deaths from the perspective of, you know, how could I have planned them differently to avoid it happening again in the future, and how could the player have responded differently to maybe salvage the fight. In the future, I just, in this meta, would not assign this matchup. I think that there are better, safer options for it, and yeah, maybe Heck could have pushed him to a special 2 instead of baiting special 1s, but live and learn. This is not going to end well for Heck. You can see he keeps getting him really low, but he has a lot of smolders. His temperature is really low, so he doesn't have like anti-miss at all at this point, and he's just not going to be able to out-damage the last little bit of health here. Yeah, so right here maybe he could have blocked a little bit, I guess. But yeah, Wiccan's just, he's healing for like 7,000 a second. Heck's gonna miss there. Wiccan is going to get a bunch of power gain. He's gonna get to a special 2. If I remember correctly, Heck is gonna almost get him down here. Rush in, miss, and 24,000 crit to finish him off. But it wouldn't have mattered anyway, the special 3 would have killed him. So yeah, just, you know, unfortunate death there. You can see Wiccan is super low. We decided to send him back in with Omega Sentinel here. Oh wow, an Invuln. Decided to send him back in with Omega Sentinel here, and he's just going to play it stun immune, 1 hit, and he goes down. So yeah, definitely not an ideal matchup at all. And then it looks like he's going to go path 2 in section 2, take this Kushala here. I believe he's going to use Omega Sentinel for the rest of his fights. So yeah, heal block pre-fight here. Probably. Yes, heal block pre-fight. go out, go back in, make sure that it sticks, and it did. Alright, so this should be pretty simple. With this tactic, the heal block pre-fight, any sort of heal block is going to shut down power gain. That's power gain from the tactic, it's also power gain from Mystic Dispersion. But Kushala actually does not benefit from Mystic Dispersion. She gets extra combat power rate for every point she has in it. So, yeah, here he's just going to go ahead and bait the special 2. So yeah, I guess this was kind of a bad placement for Kushala since she doesn't get Mystic Dispersion. But it's okay. She's also Incinerate immune, so again, not the most ideal matchup, but Omega Sentinel at rank 3 just hits so hard. You can see she's like hitting over 18,000 crits on her mediums. And yeah, this Kushala is going to go down really quickly. And he's got the Odin pre-fights as well, which it looks like her points in Mystic Dispersion with like the extra combat power rate isn't interacting, or it is interacting with the global and it's not actually increasing her combat power rate. Either that or Heck had on collar tech, I just didn't notice. I guess we'll see in this fight here. Oh yeah, he has collar tech on. So yeah, he basically counteracted all of her stuff. So, this fight here, I think that his strategy was to push to special 2. You don't really want to get rooted, but the worst thing you can send to a Zemo here is an immune champion. So if Heck were shock immune, he would, like Zemo would get a bunch of Furies. So you just want to send shock resistance here. And then, if Heck got rooted and he was using like a normal robot, like a Warlock or something like that, and Zemo was trying to apply bleeds to him, he would just get, like, you know, a ton of Furies from being immune. So, always best not to send an immune of any kind to Zemo. And it looks like Heck's going to take this Ebony Maw on Power Snack. Again with Omega Sentinel. She is immune to Power Snack. But I think that the node interaction is kind of bugged, and yeah, the pre-fights at the beginning there, the Odin pre-fights, got eaten up. Well, they didn't get eaten up, they're still there, but they trigger the Power Snack, which I don't think should be happening. Oh wait, this is Conflictor. Oh, I think this is Conflictor and Hazard. Alright, just ignore me. I have no idea what's going on. But yeah, Heck took this matchup quite a bit. Yeah, it is Hazard. Okay. The only thing that kind of sucks about this fight is that when Omega Sentinel gets armor broken here, even though it's not a nullify, and I don't think it should be counted as a nullify, especially against someone who's nullify immune. She is going to get degenerated as if she were nullified when she gets armor broken. So, lots of weird little bugs like that I don't really understand. But yeah, he's going to go to special 3. You can see Maw is just ticking down pretty quickly. Pretty quickly here to the Incinerates, go in one more time, and that should finish the fight. So, really good fights by Heck. I'm not sure if that's his last one for this war. Let me check. That is his last one for this war. Alright, so now we'll move on to the next war. Alright, next war here should be against NATH, I believe. Let me see. It was NATH, and they did not ban Spidey 2099, which, you know, was a big mistake on their part. We are big Spidey 2099 people in this alliance. Not to mention the fact that he's, like, one of the best, like, tactic attackers for this meta, so I have no idea what they were doing. But Heck is the Spidey 2099 king in the alliance. We have a few really good players. one person who used to play in the Alliance, TJ, he was like the original Spidey 2099 guy. He was so good. Still is so good with Spidey 2099. He's the type of person that you could send literally anywhere with him. And him and Heck like worked together a lot. Like just talking about different matchups, and they kind of figured out what worked and what didn't. So Heck is like TJ's little Spidey protege. And yeah, he's just really good with him. So I believe I told Heck Dex off for this entire fight, or for this entire war, most of it anyway. With Mephisto, if you leave Dexterity on when you have Soul Imprisonment up, you can't pause any of your debuffs, including your Withers. So if you don't do that, then your Wither is going to basically just be... It's going to be gone by the time Soul Imprisonment goes away. So Heck, you know, just played it patient. This node also has Sadist on it, so he's trying not to build up too many debuffs here. It's going to make the aura hit a lot harder. But yeah, you can see there, super easy, straightforward fight. He goes down. And now he is going to scoot up to... Oh yeah, Path 9. Path 9 in Section 2. So if you're unaware, Killmonger here with Spidey is a complete cheese fight. I don't remember who found this out in the first place. I don't remember if it was Heck or TJ. But if you have the Anti-Venom synergy and you start with the Wither, you keep Killmonger's power at 0 the entire time. Every time that you would debuff him, it power drains him instead. But you can see here Heck got cornered like pretty much right away in the fight. Killmonger was being a little bit aggressive. I think Heck was a little bit nervous about, you know, actually hitting him and getting debuffs on himself. But, I mean, just look at Killmonger's power bar. So, yeah, every single time you're going to, like, give him a Rupture Burst, he's going to go to 0 bars. And the higher Sig your Spidey is, the better for that, because you get to retain more of your Withers, or I'm sorry, more of your Ruptures when the opponent crosses a threshold of power. So yeah, started out a little bit shaky. Heck has it back under control now. Totally fine. And I don't think that his Spidey was like max Sig at this point. I think he is now. I don't remember if he's Sig 180 or Sig 200 at this point, but either way, he's really close. And yeah, Killmonger is just going to go down super easy, super quick. And then this was a little revenge matchup. Yeah, this was a little revenge matchup for Heck. If somebody dies, including myself, if I died to like a defender, I always try to take them a second time. Ideally, I like to take them with the same matchup, like the same assignments. But in this case, that would have been a bad idea because we determined that that was not the best assignment. So Heck is just going to go in here with Spidey, and I mean, yeah, Spidey probably could have done 10 fights this war. Like, he's just so good for this tactic. I cannot believe that he was left open. I'm grateful that he was left open, but I just cannot believe it. And you can see Wiccan here is heal blocked, and he is just ticking away super quickly. Heck has that like passive incinerate on him. Wiccan cycles through his spells, so this is another reason he has Dex off for this fight, because when he's neutralized, like he is right now, if he had Dex on, he wouldn't be able to pause his debuffs. So he's going to scoot up, big energy refill, and yeah, I think he's going to take this Negasonic. Again, this is a really easy fight. Not sure why she's here. I think, if I remember correctly, I think that NATH did a lot of tech bans. Like all of the really good tech attackers. So, but it doesn't matter. Like they're, you know, this was no problem at all. So the only thing that's tough about tech bans and Negasonic is that you, her evade doesn't start on cooldown. So right here, Heck's gonna eat a heavy attack, but he heavy countered her heavy since you can't parry her, and he knocked her down. And now he's just going for the blocked hits. She's not really going for it though. Looks like her evade's gonna come back up soon, so he's gonna have to knock her down again. I'm not sure. I guess she can't evade blocked hits, but he's gonna heavy punish right here. I just know it. Nope, he did not. I thought he was going to. I thought he was going to. But yeah, now the evade's on cooldown again, and he is going to hit her with a special 2. She actually hits really hard, but Spidey hits harder. So moving up now, he's going to do this Mangog. I think, yeah, this is Aspect of Evolution Mangog. This is, you know, just a standard Spidey fight. This is like one of his original best matchups. The only thing that makes it harder this season was that part of the attack tactic was that you can't reverse power gain or healing. So basically, you know, Mangog here, under normal circumstances, you would want to like heavy him a few times, get 2 withers up, and you're going to be reversing his power gain, or at least like holding it steady. But on this node, he gets like the increased power gain, and it can't be reduced past like 75% or something like that, or like, I don't remember the exact numbers, and I've already, you know, done my best to forget this season and this meta, but yeah, he's just going to hit block. Mangog isn't going to gain much power at all, and Heck is just going to completely smoke this guy. And that's it. So I believe, if I remember correctly, he's got 1 fight left. He's going to turn on his recoil masteries and make sure that Dex is on, of course. And he is going to use Hulkling for this Onslaught fight. This is a really easy matchup for Onslaught. Yeah, not much to this fight here. I mean, I guess it's possible to mess up, but yeah, Heck is not going to mess this up. So lots of blocked hits, medium light combos to avoid triggering the prowess puncture stuff. So he just hit him with a light attack. Now he's going to do medium light. And yeah, I think I remember that when he breaks his block, it does trigger the prowess. But he's not going to trigger like the conflictor or anything. So there's really no risk here. Bait and Dex the special 1. I remember when this was like something that like only a really small handful of people could do. And now like everyone's on to trying to learn how to like Dex the special 2. But perfect special 1 Dexes, people do still mess that up. But not Heck. Heck is not going to mess this up. Bait another special 1. And 1 more special 2 should finish this monster off. Yep, that's it. He's done. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Someone else is going to be commentating the last few wars here. And, yeah, good season, Heck. 60-1 is a good season. Alright, bye.
Yo, so this is Cody.
And Jen.
And we're going to be commentating over 2 wars for Heck. The first one is against Inda, whoever the hell that is.
And the first fight is going to be Titania versus Mojo.
Probably on like path 1, I don't know. No, spiked armor, maybe path 6. I don't know nodes.
Me neither.
And he's boosting very big. I think it's path 6. Maybe. He's running suicides on Titania, so it's going to be a lot of damage.
Yeah, they're pretty quick fights. I already watched some.
Oh, you cheated?
No. I didn't cheat.
So he's just going to get to a special 3 and win. He's going to wait for the haymaker, but it's really not needed at this health.
Yeah, he does. He heavies and then...
Yeah.
Special 3.
That's the haymaker, yeah.
I know, that's what I'm telling you.
This is not necessary with his health and suicides, but it's fine.
I think I know what a haymaker is, like.
Yeah. And that's a dead boy. Oh, it is past 6. See, I'm good.
Then the next, well, he does some quick mastery swaps. And then it's Omega Sentinel verse.
I don't know, but I feel like I'm
Mr.
watching an
Sinister.
Oakley video right there with all that boosting and stuff.
We boost big in LVT.
I don't boost. That's probably why we keep losing the NEFTI.
That's probably why you get like 2 fights a war.
Oof. I think I took more fights than you last season.
Whatever, Cody.
I had 66 fights and 0 deaths.
Okay, well.
How many deaths did you have? Not 0.
We're about to restart this voice clip just so you know.
No.
That's mean.
So this is a very fast fight. You were the one talking shit. You were. I mean.
That's mean.
Then we
Oh
started
well,
with you.
you're gonna be the one crying later.
Why?
We're not talking about that on Hex video.
Anyways, he's fighting
Titania versus
Kindred.
Kindred. You didn't even discuss anything about the freaking Omega Sentinel fight.
There's nothing to discuss. You just use heal block and switch against the tactic and you win. No. And he's dashing in on the special 1 punish so that the thingy-majigger is paused.
Yeah, I don't know what the goals either.
I don't know.
I just know you stay close.
Yeah, you want to stay close. So he did that. Now he has a special 3, and he used that, and you know he's about to just giving him the Chris Brown treatment. Yeah. I don't know if that was appropriate to say, but it's too late now.
I don't know. If Heck is mad, he can be mad at you. If anyone ruined this voiceover, it's Cody.
Yeah, it's always my fault. This is against the Havok, since you're not doing your job of at least announcing the matchups.
You're not doing anything. So what are you talking about?
I'm discussing what's happening in here.
Barely.
So you can see he is running the heal block because this tactic was a lot of healing, and he does not want to throw specials because they eat Omega Sentinel's armors, and if you have no armors against Havok, you go boom.
Yeah.
Just in case you didn't know, now you know.
I actually didn't know because I don't use Omega Sentinel.
Yep.
I don't think I have her ranked at all. I've literally never used her.
I rank 5 in LVT, and I've never used her since then, I don't think. So, that's my life story. But yeah, you don't want to throw the special because it does eat armors. That's why you want to bait specials against her, so it eats her armors up and she don't auto block you.
Oh. Good to know. He beautifully dexes all the specials that Havok throws.
Yeah.
He threw a SP2 before and then a SP1. Because Heck is a god. In case anybody did not know.
That's what I've heard.
Next, I think, is
Bullseye.
Bishop versus Bullseye. Oh, and this is the fight that's on his thumbnail. And our daughter made the thumbnail, so shout out our daughter. Right?
Yeah.
And she did it with a broken finger.
Yes, you heard that. Heck is making children with broken fingers.
No, absolutely not. No, Heck said, do not ask a child with a broken finger to make my thumbnail. But she wanted to do it for him.
Anyways, this is Bishop versus Bullseye. It's just gonna be a big old special too. Like that, and it's over.
And what's that guy's name? Nerf me?
Nerf me, please.
Please. And Heck sure did nerf him. So
now we're against Faye.
it's worth 12.
The only person that comes to mind that I know in Faye is like iTalks. So this should be an easy win for LVT. If LVT lost this one, it'd be pretty embarrassing.
Well, I know that this Venom was being a bully, kind of. He did not want to throw specials.
The Mighty Path 3 Venom. You know, I'm sure you've seen the memes.
But look it. He is not wanting to throw that special.
Here, I would actually parry heavy. Yep. See?
No, he plays this fight beautifully.
Parry heavy. Create some space because of the intimidate. Now just beat the hell out of block. Yup. Throw it out. Throw it out. Oh, that was bold.
He controls his power. No. This was the last fight I watched, but he does a really good job controlling his power.
You sound like a fangirl.
I am a fangirl.
I would have just got you intercepted right there, but...
Nope, he goes for the unblockable special too.
Yeah, he wants the Furious.
And then right here, he just goes for the kill.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I didn't watch any of the
I'm
rest
sure
of the
he's
fight.
using Bishop against Corey. Again, another little sneak preview of an Oakley video with all the boosting. Oh, he didn't. Oh no, he's checking the boost again. Yeah, this is actually an Oakley video. That's crazy.
We like to be thorough in LVT. Okay?
Yeah.
We want to make sure we got all our boosts on.
Yeah, I believe it. Dude, Heck is living the life. He just gets to leave suicides on too. He's not really swapping. That's dope.
Yeah, I swap a lot, I'm not gonna lie. But it's okay, I don't mind.
You heard that. She hates it in LVT.
No, I do not hate it in LVT, and I do not mind swapping.
Now here's this Bullseye again. And the cool thing about Bishop is he's starting with the bar power from his SIG.
Nice.
So like, and he did a power star 1, looks like. So right away after the rip of the fight, he's at 2 bars of power.
Heck out here with the big brain moves.
And power back just gets him, I don't know, I guess not that far, but special one will kill him. Yeah. Cool, and Heck waited like a week for us to do that 5 minutes. So yeah, thank y'all for dealing with Jen for that long.
No, for Cody, with Cody for that long. Anyways, that was the last war of the season. Make sure you like and subscribe.